All right, so we're going to do all three of these things right here. So I'm going to start with what we talk about with that logic twin right here. So I have this prompt here. I'm using Claude AI in this one. You can use whatever AI tool you want. I find Claude to be a pretty good one in being able to do some of these types of creative things. So here's my prompt here about photosynthesis for fifth graders, and I'm asking it to compare it with Minecraft right here. So I want it to tell photosynthesis, but think about it in Minecraft terms right here. And so here's this story I get right here. So it's talking about how you need to build this base that's going to just automatically going to run forever, self-sustaining. So it's telling you the different things that it needs. We need some solar panels. We need to be able to draw on carbon dioxide and water. We got a crafting table, which is going to take all of our materials and then create things. And it talks about how it creates energy blocks and oxygen. So we need to get rid of that oxygen, and then we use the energy blocks right here and an explanation of those different things. And now it generated here kind of this diagram right here about how this is the plant right here. And this is what it's going to match up to in our Minecraft world right here. And it gives you some different things right here and how you might use this and discussions and things like that. But it was really easy to just get something that's going to be like this that my students might be able to understand. And then once they've read this source story, we can then make this transition into how does a plant use photosynthesis to create its food and energy. The next one that we're doing is kind of this deep dive, technical bug type of explainer video based on the 1787 Constitutional Convention right here. So I had taken just some resources that I did some quick research right here. I went with the video overview right here, and I'll show you my prompt right here. We're explaining this as a high energy tech reviewer. So we're talking about like the patch notes of the Constitution right here and talking about some of the tech terminology. So this is going to be for people who are more interested in, updates to software and things like that. And it generated our explainer video right here, which I'm going to play a little snippet of it.
All right, today we are doing break down these critical system failures. First off, the central government had the processing power of like a pocket calculator, a totally weak CPU. Let's look at the spec sheet here, side by side. The Virginia plan for the big states wanted a two-house legislature with
So this does a really good job of explaining what this Constitution is. It's about a 7-minute video here with a lot of different slides and things like that so that students can follow along. So this could be a great way for students to kind of make the connection between, okay, what does like a computer system do to operate functionally, and how was this convention similar to like the patch notes or a patch that someone would put on a program. All right, our third and final thing is we're using kind of like that narrative system right here. Okay, so this is in School AI, and I'm using a School AI space that students are going to interact with. So we have, we're talking more about a spaceship that's going under critical emergency conditions right here. And so we're going to tie this into organelles and different things like that. So this is the prompt that I've given them, and we want to be able to understand the nucleus, mitochondria, the cell membrane, ribosomes, and the vacuole. So there's some connections made right here. It's going to provide them with some of these scenarios. It's going to guide them to diagnose a problem. They're going to have a list of the ship components, and then they have to explain their answer right here. So we have this right here. We can start along right here, and it's going to give us our first scenario here. Okay, so we see, okay, we're not generating energy right here. So we would maybe go back right here and we see that that is the engine room. So we type in the engine room right here. It asks us to explain our reasoning right here. The engine room is what supplies energy to the rest of the ship. Okay, so now we can continue through this, and in the end, we're going to be able to take this context of this engine spaceship right here, of being able to solve that, and then be able to apply how all of these things work in an organelle. So there's 3 different examples. There's many other tools that you can use, but just 3 quick examples of how you can use those 3 strategies to help create analogies and other context engines for your students.